I was around like 5 or 6 at the time, and I just noticed that my arm just started shaking out of nowhere, and so I just like ran down the steps to my mom, because I was upstairs like watching TV, and I ran down the steps to my mom and told her that my arm was just shaking, and then she just told me it was like a muscle spasm.
He would say, "Mom, my arm does this thing," and I'm like, "Well, what does it do?" He's like, "I don't know, Mom, it just goes up like this and it just does it and it shakes." I'm like, okay, you know. I didn't think seizures, I thought muscle spasm.
Yeah, it was pretty scary because I didn't know what was happening.
Then I took him to his pediatrician, and then she's like, "Well, describe it, Javita." I'm like, "I can't describe it, doesn't happen to me." So she's like, "Mikey, describe it." But instead of him describing, he actually had a seizure while we were there.
Like, I was just sitting there talking, and my arm just started shaking and having a seizure.
Well, there was nothing I could do. All I could do was just watch him and make sure he didn't hurt himself or nothing.
Well, Michael was referred to us because he developed episodes that sounded like focal seizures. And our standard evaluation of children with focal seizures is an EEG and an MRI to look at the structure of the brain. What we discovered is that he had an abnormality in one of the areas of his brain.
He said like that it was a lesion on my brain, and that he needed to do surgery on my brain just to like get it out and clear me of seizures and everything.
I was scared, devastated. I didn't know what to do. I felt like a nervous wreck. I didn't cry because I didn't want to make Mikey scared, but when they wheeled him away from me, I did cry because I didn't know if that was my last time seeing my son.
I was just thinking to myself like, oh God, like, I was just scared. I didn't know what to do. When
I first walked into the room after surgery, all I could do was hug him and give him kisses and make sure he was okay. You know, I was happy, I was overjoyed. My son was still here. When I woke up, I just was like sitting there talking to my mom, and then at first I was just like, wow.
The lesion was removed. He had no complications afterwards, recovered very nicely. And now has been more than a year or so without seizures.
When he was having seizures, I wouldn't let him go with nobody because I didn't think nobody would be able to take care of him, you know, know what to do if something happened. But now I let him go a little more. I still kind of shy away, but he's like, "Mom, I'm older, I'm 12. I'm like, okay.
I feel good that now I could go out and like have fun with people. I don't just have to like sit in the house and stuff and just be bored. It's just fun.
He's doing well in school. He has no neurological findings on examination. He does have a little scar on his head. But I think this was a good decision for him, and I think he is going to have a good outcome.
I don't really know. It's wonderful, actually.